Hello students, how are you all? This is Swapna, Mathematics faculty from EduHunt IIT and NEET Academy. I guess all you are doing well. Right, so today we are going to begin with a new chapter which is coordinate geometry. What is the title of the chapter? It's coordinate geometry. Right, so we will start with the title of the chapter. Why do you get this coordinate geometry and where does this really works in real time applications, right? So let's begin the session. So first, before starting the session of coordinate geometry, I'll start with the coordinate axis. What do you mean by a coordinate axis? See, consider two perpendicular lines. Consider two perpendicular lines. One is x dash x, other is y dash y. Means one is x axis, other is y axis. You people are already familiar with two axes, right? This is my two. I am just considering two perpendicular lines. Means angle should be equal to 90 degree. Okay. So after considering two perpendicular lines, where I need to consider in a plane? In a plane. These lines are called coordinate axis and their point of intersection is called origin. And their point of intersection is called origin. See, I again repeat, you need to take any two lines which need to be perpendicular. What do you mean by perpendicular? It should be making an angle 90 degree. Okay, so this should make an angle 90 degree. Right, so this is one line and this is one line. Definitely these both lines will meet at one particular point, right? Will meet at one particular point. This point is notating with O and this point is called origin. How do you define this point? ఎక్కడైతే టూ లైన్స్ ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయో అక్కడ ఆ పర్టికులర్ పాయింట్ని మనం ఆరిజిన్ అని అంటాం. The lines where two lines, the perpendicular lines where does it meet, that point of intersection is called origin. Clear? Right. So next one. The horizontal line is called x-axis and the vertical line is called y-axis. Correct? So I told you have to consider two lines. The horizontal line is called x-axis. So this line is called x-axis. And how does you define the vertical line? This is called as this vertical line is called y-axis. One is x-axis and the other one is y-axis. Okay, so the coordinate axis divide the plane into four equal parts are called quadrants. So after taking the coordinate axis, this is called coordinate axis, right? So after taking coordinate axis, we are having here four equal parts. See, first part, I am just shading here, second part, third part, and this is my fourth part. So total you will be having four equal parts, correct? You are having four equal parts. So each part is called quadrant. How do you define each part? The part is called quadrant and each parts will be equal, right? So this is about coordinate axis, right? In which you will define x dash o x. How do you define x dash o x? So this is x dash o x. This is first one, right? This is called as a x axis. I told you this is a x axis. Y dash o y. That's a vertical line. This is called as a y-axis. X-axis, y-axis. Okay. Next one. OX is called. So, from this part to this part. From this part to this part, how do you define? From this part to this part, it is a positive x-axis. Because on a number line, you will take, if this is 0, all the positive numbers you will write on the right side of the x-axis, right? So this is positive x-axis. Similarly, OX dash is called negative x-axis. OX dash is called negative x-axis. Done. And OY, how do you define OY? The y-axis which is on the upper part of y-axis will always takes positive sign. So this is called as a positive y-axis and similarly this will be a negative y-axis. Clear? Right side positive x-axis, left side negative x-axis, upper positive y-axis, down negative y-axis. Am I clear with this? Horizontal line is called x-axis, vertical line is called y-axis. Simple. Done. Can I move to the next one? Right. Coordinates of a point in a plane. So I told you that whenever you are taking any two perpendicular lines and these two lines I am taking in a plane, correct? So I am taking some coordinates of a point. So let me take any point, some random point in the plane. What are the coordinates of that particular point in the plane? What are the coordinates, right? So let's learn about that. Consider a point P. So let this be point P in a plane, okay? Let x denote the perpendicular distance of P from y-axis. So x denote, so let me take a P x comma y, okay? Let me take P x comma y. So what does this x denote? See, what does this x denote? I am writing here. What does this x denote? X denotes the perpendicular distance of P. It is a perpendicular distance of P from y-axis. So what is, this is y-axis, right? I am writing here, see. Simple coordinate geometry తీసుకుంటున్నాను. Vertical line is called y-axis. Horizontal line is called x-axis. Up to here everything is clear? Right. So I am taking one point P x comma y. What does this x mean? ఇది చెప్తున్నాను నేను. ఈ x అంటే ఏంటి? It represents a perpendicular distance from y-axis to the point P. Y ఎలా ఉంది? This is my y, right? This is my y. Can you see here? Let me take my pen, my stylus is my y-axis, right? If this is y-axis, the perpendicular of y-axis will be like this, right? My hand is a perpendicular to y, right? So if this is y-axis, this is a perpendicular line to y-axis. So this is nothing but x. The distance of P from y-axis is x. So this is also x. Am I correct? And also similarly, what does this y denotes? What does this y denotes? The perpendicular distance of P from x-axis, means this is y. This is x-axis, right? From x-axis, it is a perpendicular distance of P from x-axis. X-axis nunchi y అన్న distance లో ఉంది. Am I clear? ఒక పాయింట్ P x, y తీసుకుంటున్నాను. ఎక్కడ తీసుకుంటున్నాను? Where I am addressing it. I am addressing it in the normal plane, right? So what does this x and y? X is the distance of P from y-axis. Similarly, y denotes also the distance of P from x-axis. Done. So if this is y, this is also equal to y. This is how you need to address the point of a plane in coordinate system. So P x comma y, right? Then the coordinates of P are order pair of real numbers x comma y, right? So I am writing here P. How I am addressing P? It's P x comma y, correct? So this P x comma y is nothing but ordered pair. It is following an order, and you'll have pair means you'll have two numbers, two real numbers, right? So this is how you need to address a point in the coordinate plane, right? So we'll get back to next topic. So what are the points here? See, let P x comma y be a point in the plane. Let P x comma y be a point in a plane. Of course, I am taking one point P x comma y. Let us see. I'll explain here. P x comma y be a point in a plane. Okay. P lies, if P lies in the first quadrant. If P, these are called quadrants, right? You will have 4 quadrants. Each quadrant is of having equal value. You'll have 4 equal parts. So if suppose my particular point P is lying in the first quadrant, right, is lying in the first quadrant. So if this is my origin, right, so right side, I told you right side of x-axis is always positive, and I'll represent with other color, and upper part of y-axis is also positive, right. So this particular point will also become positive. So right, that is what they have mentioned. If P lies in the first quadrant, right, we have x is greater than 0, that means positive number. Y is always greater than 0, that means it is also a positive number. Understood? So if you are taking a particular point in the plane, that too it is in the first quadrant, you can consider x is greater than 0, right? Y is always greater than 0 in my first quadrant. Done with this? Can I move to the next one? Yeah. So what happens if my particular point which lies in the second quadrant, right? So in the second quadrant, what happens? This is my second quadrant, right? So this is taking a negative x-axis. Left side of x-axis will takes always negative numbers, right? -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. So negative x and positive y. So x value is less than 0, y value is greater than 0. Correct? Yes. So if my particular point lies in the third quadrant, now my particular point lies in the third quadrant. So x as usual -0, y is also becoming -0 because both are taking a negative signs. It's lower to y-axis. Lower y-axis is always negative, right? So both are negative, correct? Yes. So that's what I have mentioned, x less than 0, y less than 0. Done. Next one. If P lies in the fourth quadrant, x is greater than 0, y is less than 0. Let's get back to fourth quadrant. X is positive right here. Right side of x is positive. Down part of y is negative. So this will become plus and minus. Right? So what is my next point? P lies on x-axis if and only if y is equal to 0. A very good point. P lies on x-axis if and only if y is equal to 0. Let me get back. What I am telling you? P lies on x-axis if and only if y is equal to 0. Done? So this is my next point. So what I am going to tell here, this is my coordinate system, correct? I said, where does my P point should locate? If it locates in the first 2, 3, 4 quadrants, I told you based on such conditions, right? So this will become plus plus, this will become minus plus, this will become minus minus, this will become plus minus, right? Yeah. And this is my origin. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, correct? So we have discussed up to this. Yes. So what is my next point? If my particular point lies on the y-axis, lies on the x-axis, then y coordinate is equal to 0. Let's discuss this. For example, if I want to address my point 1, 0. What is the point? 1, 0. Where do you plot this? X-axis is taking one value. This is my x coordinate, this is my y coordinate, right? 1, 0, right? This is 1, 2, 3. So what does this point? It's 1, 0. This point 2, 0. This point 3, 0. Ante x-axis మీద 1 యూనిట్ డిస్టెన్స్, y-axis మీద అసలు డిస్టెన్సే లేదు, అంతే కదా 0 అంటే, రైట్? సో P lies on x-axis. మై పర్టికులర్ నా పాయింట్స్ అన్ని P అంతా కూడా x-axis మీద ఉండాలి అంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ కండిషన్? ఇట్స్ వెరీ సింపుల్, y is equal to 0. P lies on x-axis అవ్వాలి అంటే y is equal to 0 అవ్వాలి, అంతేనా కదా? సిమిలర్లీ, if I take another diagram, నా పర్టికులర్ పాయింట్ P అన్నది y యాక్సిస్ మీద ఉండాలి. దిస్ టైమ్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ మై P ఆన్ హియర్, రైట్, ఆన్ ద y యాక్సిస్. అంటే ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఈ పాయింట్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి చెప్పండి. దిస్ ఇస్ మై ఆరిజిన్, రైట్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ 1 2 3 4 y యాక్సిస్ మీద నంబర్ లైన్. సో హౌ కెన్ అడ్రస్ దిస్? ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు అడ్రస్ దిస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ బికమింగ్ 1, 0, రైట్. అంటే y యాక్సిస్ మీద 1 యూనిట్, x యాక్సిస్ మీద 0 యూనిట్స్, రైట్. 2, 0, 3, 0, and this is 4, 0, and so on. So if my particular point lies on the y axis, definitely x value should become 0. Just a minute, I just wrote different. I'm so sorry. Y axis, in order to lie on the y axis, x value should become 0, right? 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 4, all my x coordinates should become 0. This is x equal to 0. This is y is equal to 0. Done. So these are my two conditions. So if point P lies on the x-axis, if and only if y is equal to 0. Understood? Next one. If point P lies on y-axis, then simple condition, x equal to 0. Just now we have discussed. Yes or no? Right. The origin has coordinate 0, 0. What do you define origin? I told you origin is nothing but the point of intersection of two perpendicular lines. That means x-axis and y-axis, right? So exactly at origin you will have a coordinate 0, 0. Done. Next, the ordinates of all points on the horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis are equal to y equal to constant. A very good point. See, this is what I have discussed. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, plus. Next one I have also discussed. In this point I'll have both are positives. So in the second quadrant x is taking negative signs. See, -1, -2, -3. Y is taking positive signs. So minus x plus y, right? Next, in the third quadrant both are becoming negatives. See, -3, -2, -1, -1, -2, -3. So it is minus. And in this all you are having positive x values and it is taking negative values of y. Done. So what I am going to consider here is, for example, I am drawing one parallel line. Let me take this line. This line. So what is this? This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Parallel to y-axis. So what is this point? 2, 0. What is this point? As usual 2, 1. Right? What is this point? 2, 2. What is this point? It's 2, 3. 2, 3. Right? So if you have observed all the points in this particular line, right? So we are getting x value is constant, right? What is x value? X value is 2, y is getting changes, right? So what I am going to tell is, any line which is parallel to y-axis is x equal to constant. Which is parallel to y-axis is x equal to constant. అంతేనా? ఈ లైన్కి y-axisకి ప్యారలల్గా తీసుకుంటే x వాల్యూ కాన్స్టెంట్ వస్తుంది. అవునా? x వాల్యూ ఏమొస్తుంది ఇక్కడ? వాట్ ఈస్ x వాల్యూ? జస్ట్ టెల్ మీ. x వాల్యూ ఈస్ బీయింగ్ 2 హియర్. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? రైట్. Similarly, now if I will take the line which is parallel to, I'll represent with other color, just a minute. Yeah. If I take a line which is parallel to x-axis now, so let me take some point here which is parallel to x-axis. Right. ఇది x యాక్సిస్ కి ప్యారలల్ గానే ఉంది కదా. దిస్ లైన్ ఇస్ ప్యారలల్ టు x యాక్సిస్, కరెక్ట్? yes or no? సో వాట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్, ఈ లైన్ మీద పాయింట్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి? లైన్ ప్యారలల్ టు x యాక్సిస్. సో దిస్ ఇస్, how do you define this? This is any point on the y axis is x comma 0, 2 comma 0, right? It's 0 comma 2. Next one, this one, how do you define this point? 1 comma 2, 0 comma 2, 1 comma 2. Next this is 2 comma 2, already it is there. Next this is 3 comma 2. Similarly this side it will become minus 1 comma 2. So if you are observing this, x values are being changed but y values are same as it is. అంతే కదా. x యాక్సిస్కి ప్యారలల్గా తీసుకుంటే ఆ లైన్ మీద పాయింట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో 2 2 2 2 ఇక్కడ ఏవైతే వస్తున్నాయో y యాక్సిస్ ఆర్ బీయింగ్ కాన్స్టెంట్, x యాక్సిస్ ఆర్ బీయింగ్ చేంజ్డ్. సో వాట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్, ఎనీ లైన్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ డ్రాయింగ్ విచ్ ఈజ్ parallel to x axis, then what is the condition? Y is equal to constant. What is the condition? Y is equal to constant. Simple. x axis ki parallel ga undi ante y value constant avvali, y axis ki parallel ga undi ante x value constant avvali. So this is a very good diagram. Okay, I hope everybody is clear with this. Now let's get back to distance formula. Okay, let me take distance formula. Yes or no? Chalo. So what is this distance formula? Let me take any point which is a comma b. Let me take a random point in the plane which is a comma b. And I want the distance of this particular point on the plane. ఏం కనుక్కుంటున్నాను ఇప్పుడు? డిస్టెన్స్ కనుక్కుంటున్నాను. ఎక్కడి నుంచి? ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి. దిస్ ఇస్ మై ఆరిజిన్, రైట్? ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ వై యాక్సిస్ ఆర్ మీటింగ్ ఎట్ ఈచ్ అదర్, రైట్? సో వాట్ ఈజ్, హౌ డు యూ రిప్రజెంట్ ఏ? హౌ డు యూ రిప్రజెంట్ ఏ? ఐ హ్యావ్ టోల్డ్ యూ. దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ అ పాయింట్ P from y axis, right? The perpendicular distance of a point P from y axis. Gurtunda? Ila cheppanu. Px comma y. What does this mean? This value takes x. The perpendicular distance of point P from y axis. Antena? Ante identidi? Idi A na? So this is A and this is B. And you need to find the distance of AB from the point P. How will you find out? By Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. Correct? So what is opposite square? What is opposite square? B square. And this is A square. Opposite square plus adjacent square. Here I need to find the longest side which is hypotenuse. So transform root to that side, which will become under root a square plus b square. Clear? Yeah. So what is my next formula? So this distance formula I can rewrite it in the other format too. So a very good diagram, just listen properly. Distance formula. The distance between the points x1 and y1, x2 and y2 is, x1 y1 is my first point, x2 y2 is the second point in which these 2 points are located. These 2 points are located in the plane. Then how can we derive this distance formula? Under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is my distance formula. But how? How do we got this distance formula? Right? So let me take, this is my x-axis. Can you see here? This is my x-axis and that is my vertical line is my y-axis, and both lines I have taken perpendicular lines. So this is my coordinate axis. Whenever I take two perpendicular lines, that will be my coordinate axis. And the point of intersection of these two lines is called origin. Right? The point of intersection of these two lines is called origin. Correct? Yes. So let me take the first point, which is x1 comma y1. అంటే ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ ఏం తీసుకున్నాను, x1 y1. కొంతసేపు పోయిన తర్వాత సెకండ్ పాయింట్ ఏం తీసుకున్నాను, x2 y2. ఇదొక ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్, ఇదొక సెకండ్ పాయింట్. అయితే నేను ఇప్పుడు డిస్టెన్స్ ఏం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి, ఐ నీడ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ x1 y1 టు x2 y2. దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ఐ నీడ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్. అండర్స్టూడ్? సో ఇఫ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ x1 y1, how does you will locate the point of x1? That means from origin it locates with x1 units on x-axis. అంతే కదా, ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి x1 యూనిట్స్ డిస్టెన్స్లో ఇది ఉంది. సో దిస్ విల్ బీ మై x1. కరెక్ట్? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? అండ్ ద టోటల్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ టు హియర్ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ x2. ఇదేంటి, ఇది x2. అవునా? జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి. x2 అంటే ఏంటి, ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి ఈ పర్టికులర్ పాయింట్కి x యాక్సెస్లో x2 యూనిట్స్ డిస్టెన్స్లో ఉంది. ఇదంతా x1 యూనిట్స్ డిస్టెన్స్లో ఉంది. సో వాట్ విల్ బీ మై దిస్ వాల్యూ దెన్? టోటల్ ఈజ్ x2, టోటల్ ఈజ్ x2. ఫ్రమ్ దట్ యూ నీడ్ టు రిమూవ్ x1 so that you will be getting this value, right? So what does it mean? It is x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. టోటల్లో నుంచి x1 పార్ట్ తీసేయండి, దెన్ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ x2 మైనస్ x1. రైట్. సిమిలర్లీ ఇప్పుడు వర్టికల్ యాక్సెస్ మీద చూడండి. y2 x1 y1 పాయింట్ ఏంటి, ఇదేనా? అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి, ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ టు హియర్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ ఇస్ y1. రైట్? సో వేర్ డస్ x2 y2, మై సెకండ్ పాయింట్ లొకేట్స్ హియర్ టు హియర్. ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ టు హియర్ మై డిస్టెన్స్ ఇస్ y2. This part is y1 and total part is y2. If I just want to find from here to here, then that will become y2 minus y1. From total you need to deduct this y1. Correct? So what does that become? y2 minus y1. Understood? y2 minus y1. So I hope I am clear with everything. So if this is x2 minus x1, if this is y2 minus y1, let's get back. Join these both points. This is my hypotenuse. This part I need to find here. Correct? Just a minute. This part I need to find here. Yes or no? So what I am going to do? I am just erasing this. See? This part I need to find here. Yes. So if this is x2 minus x1, this part also become x2 minus x1. If this is y2 minus y1, exactly opposite side, this part also become y2 minus y1. Correct? So, and this is my 90 degree. This is my hypotenuse side. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. Correct? So, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square is x2 minus x1 whole square. And adjacent square is y2 minus y1 whole square by Pythagoras theorem. But here you need to find the value of longest side. That is also known as the distance from A point to B point. Correct? So send root to that side. Then you will have a derivation under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is how you have to derive the form of distance formula. Understood? Yeah. So if I have any 2 points, what is the distance formula? Under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Am I clear? Right. So what is the note point here I have told you? The distance formula always produces a positive result because the difference is also being squared. Correct? So even though you got a negative value of this is being squared, right? The distance is always become positive. Understood? So this is of the concept in the coordinate geometry. What are the things we have discussed? what is a coordinate geometry? What are the coordinate axes? First you should learn what are coordinate axes, x axis, y axis, right? If I take any point in the plane, after drawing two perpendicular lines, I will get 4 equal parts. Each part को क्या कहेगा? Quadrants कहेगा. So I will have 4 quadrants. And next point I have told you, for suppose if I am taking my particular point in the first quadrant, similarly second, third, fourth, what will be the signs of that particular point respectively in the first, second, third, fourth quadrants, right? Also we have discussed about distance formula, right? Yes or no? And distance between 2 points formula, under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, that is this. Yes or no? Right? And also we have discussed what is the equation of a line, right? Equation of a line which is parallel to x axis, which is y equal to constant. Similarly in the convex, if the equation is parallel to y axis, x equal to constant. So all these things we have done in our today's session regarding coordinate geometry, right? This is very, very, very important chapter. I kindly request and advise you people to go through our worksheet problems, solve and then come back to me, okay? In our next session we are going to discuss about other things, right? So meanwhile try your worksheet problems, okay? Until and unless, bye bye. Have a good day to all.